So, let's all agree that math sucks, unless you actually know how to solve the problems. And that's exactly what this video was made for. To get a revenge on X and Y for betraying the alphabet to go to the numbers. Well, not exactly. This video is aimed to teach you on expansion and factorization of quadratic equations. By the end of this video, you will no longer be a level 1 math algebra crook, but a level 99 math mafia boss. Let's take a look at this problem. It may seem long at first, but don't worry gang, I'll break it down for y'all. When you hear the word expansion, what is the first thing that comes to your mind? Domain expansion, of course. And just like Gojo's hollow purple, if we distribute the terms to each other, we will get our hollow purple, which is our expanded expression. Once you understand how to expand quadratic equations, you'll be putting the expressions in your own domain. Now, anime aside, expanding quadratic equations is multiplying numbers into its expanded form. You probably don't get it, do you? Yeah, it would be easier if I just explain it with a problem. This is the expression that we will be expanding. Do you know what you're looking at? Don't worry, I didn't know what I was looking at either when I was in grade 8. So we are here to make sure that you don't end up like me in grade 8. The method we will be using is called the rainbow method or the FOIL method, meaning the first term, outer term, inner term, then last term. Okay, so you see these things in the parentheses. Let's call these guys houses. Multiply the first term in the houses 6a minus 7 and 7a minus 4, since they are beside each other just like tables in group works. Multiply the first terms in both houses, which are 6a and 7a. 7! 6 times 7 is 42, and a times a is a squared. Then the outer terms. Take a look at them visually. They're the walls, like the Great Wall of China. Multiply them next, then the inner terms inside the walls. Hold up! Don't forget, if you times a negative number by a negative number, it becomes positive. Don't forget that. I've gotten like at least 10 questions wrong because of that.
The answer for this house is 42a squared minus 24a plus 49a minus 28.
Now do the exact same thing that we did with the previous houses to the next houses. And then after you're done, combine all of them into a big house. And you should get 12a squared plus 36a minus 33a minus 99. Then, distribute the negative sign into that house. Some became positive while some became negative. Alright guys, we almost done. So now all we need to do is simplify the terms. Even though it looks like there's so many, all we need to do is just find their like terms. We can group the like terms by outlining them with specific shapes for specific terms. So for the terms that have a squared, we can outline them with a triangle. For the ones that only have a with no exponent, we can circle them. And for the ones that don't have a letter or an exponent, we can just box them. We call this method the Squid Game method.
So for the answer, we have to add all like terms. So negative 12a squared plus 42a squared is equal to 30a squared. While for our a-like terms, we have 49a plus 33a plus negative 36a plus negative 24a equals 22a. And for our no variable like terms, we have negative 28 plus 99 equals 71, meaning our...
Oh fellas, we have a new problem. This time, instead of expansion, we have factorization. But first, what is factorization? It's just the reverse of expansion. If in the first expression, we started with the factorized form and ended with the expanded form, in factorization, we start with the expanded form and end with the factored form. Now that's what you call a reverse curse technique. The equation x squared plus 9x plus 18 can be solved using one of two methods, but we are only using one method, which is called magic x. Not your magical x, alright? First, let's give each term a nickname to make it easier. Let x squared be a, 9x be b, and 18 be c. In magic x, we must first make a large x. In doing so, gives us 4 spaces. On the top, we place c, while on the bottom, we have b. So that is 18 on the top and 9 on the bottom. For the term b, we don't include the letter anymore. so 9x would be displayed as 9 in Magic X. To fill in the last two spaces, we need factors of the term C where added would equal to term B, while when multiplied would be equal to term C. Using this knowledge, the only possible factors we can place in the two spaces would be 6 and 3. We can now start trying to construct our factored form of our expression. Since x squared is x multiplied by x, we can just add positive 6 and positive 3 to any side. But to make it easier, we can place 6 on the left, so that would be x plus 6, and place 3 on the right, making it x plus 3. Together, that is x plus 6 multiplied by x plus 3. To check if this answer is correct, we can expand it by using the FOIL method. And if it becomes x squared plus 9x plus 18, it is correct.
Well, if you can't understand your x, I mean Magic X, we can solve this one by the tile method. Just like floor tiles and the concept of the multiplication table, it's just multiplying and adding stuff. Do you play Block Blast? Good for you! Place a 2x2 block here. Then, input the x squared term in this corner and the c term in this corner. Diagonal placement signals us that we are doing multiplication. X squared multiplied by 18 is 18x squared. Well, maybe some of you are confused, but x plus x is 2x, and x times x is x squared. Don't forget that. Just use the logic of perimeter and area. You'll get it, trust. Now, let's find factors of 18x squared that when added together results to 9x. Using the same factors 6 and 3, put them in the remaining tiles. You can put them anywhere, everywhere in the missing tiles. Just don't forget the x, since it results to x squared. Here you go, all tiles cleared. Now, you just have to extract the GCF for each column and row. Since the common factors of x and 6x are x, then that is our first piece for the answer. Who would have thought it would have been as simple as that? Now, do it to the remaining columns and rows. Now, the result will be our answer, x plus 6 multiplied by x plus 3. Not sure? Well, you can expand x plus 6 and x plus 3. Feels like playing Block Blast, doesn't it? Fill in all the tiles to clear off the path for the answer.
Oh man, this time we have a coefficient in the a squared term. Such as the last problem, we have two methods for this equation. This problem, we are going to redo the Magic X method. For this problem, we have 3x squared plus 14x plus 15. This problem includes coefficients. Forgot about them? Coefficients are whole numbers with a variable such as x or y. Our coefficient in this problem is 3. To solve this problem, we first have to multiply the coefficient with the last term, which is 15. 3 times 15 is 45. Now we write the middle term at the bottom of the x, which is 14, like so. After that, we find factors of 45 when added is equal to 14, which are 9 and 5. Then we divide our factors with 3 since our coefficient is 3. And we multiply it to our c term. So 9 divided by 3 is 3, which gives us 3x, and 5 divided by 3 is 5 over 3. Meaning our answer is x plus 3 multiplied by 3x plus 5.
Still can't understand your x? Let's do it again with the tile method. Grab a 2x2 block, then put the ax squared term in that very same corner and the c term in the other. In our case, put the 3x squared here and the 15 there. Multiply the a and c term similar to Magic X. 3x squared times 15 is 45x squared. Now, let's find factors of 45x squared and added together results to 14x. And of course, there is none other than 9x and 5x. Put them in the remaining tiles again. Let's do extraction once more to all of the rows and columns. The GCF of 9x and 3x squared is 3x, 5x and 15 is 5, 3x and 5x, And lastly, 9x and 15 is 3. So now, we have our answer, 3x plus 5 multiplied by x plus 3.
Alright, to sum up everything we've learned in this video, all we did was to combine or split letters and numbers and solve the expression. So expansion is basically when you put water on a sponge to expand it, and factorization is pressing the sponge to release the water and to dry it. So we have one method for expanding, which is the foil or rainbow method, and two methods for factorization, which is magic X and the tile method. So that's all we have for today. I hope you learned something new, and hopefully now you won't airball practice questions during class or draw until the period ends. So that's all we're gonna do today. See you later. Bye!